Hey guys, Josh here, welcome back to the channel. I have got a £5 Carboot haul. Doesn't sound like a lot, but trust me, I've got quite a fair few things today. A good £3 filler bag, and just a couple of nice sort of filler bread and butter items. So let's get started with the thing that's in the way. A Disney picture frame, Aladdin, between £5 and £10 they're selling for, not a whole lot. More Disney, Minnie Mouse mug, and a Mickey mug. Sadly, the Minnie mug, I didn't notice his smashed hand. It's only £3 filler bag, so I haven't really lost anything. Hopefully, Minnie will sell for about a tenner on her own. I got a very nice reddish wood, it's possibly stained or it could be cherry, not too sure. Fruit bowl, carved, you know, when they sort of push it on a machine and carve it that way. 10 to 15, I'm hoping. Filler bag, so it cost me a couple of pence. And for those who are new, filler bag is a bag like that, a bag for life. You pay £3, you fill up from the floor. It's a house clearance and charity shop clearance, guys. So it's a massive mix of stuff, toys, breakables, glass, kitchenware, just no clothing or anything like that. So I have a good old rummage and I love picking up from there because it's all the stuff I love. Breakables, glass, antiques. So yeah, just to clarify for the new people what that is when I say filler bag. Next filler bag item, a blue ginger jar, or as Boris would say, blue. Nothing special, a couple of quid, possibly 5 to 10. Now I'm always grabbing nice looking saucers. This one is a Tuscan. I picked up a green Art Deco one the other week that I'm selling for £15. It's from the 1950s, so I always grab them these days, especially after that. If it sells for 15 quid, and I sold a teacup last year for 30 quid, a teeny tiny little teacup because it was a rare print pattern. So I'm always grabbing the nice looking stuff in filler bag now. Otherwise, I sell it as arts and craft job lots. 10 of these will go for about 10 to 15 pounds, depending on the size, the style, and the colours, etc. Next, Carla gave this to me, and she said it was 24 karat gold and silver. So that's got some scrap value, I'm hoping. So that'll go for 5 to 10. It's got no value otherwise, apart from the gold and silver content. Wooden carved cup, vase kind of thing. I don't know if it's waterproof. It feels like it's glazed on the inside. 5 to 10. Just bread and butter. Really basic bread and butter items in filler bag. It's the stuff that's going to sell for under £10, but I'm only paying £3 for a bag full. So on average, I pay between 5 and 10 pence an item. I think today I paid 12 just because I didn't put as much in. But still, 12p into 7 to £10 is quite a good profit margin when I charge postage on top as well. 2 Pyrex glass lids replacements. Again, only worth between £5 and £7, but they're really easy to ship and they sell all day long. We've got what I believe to be Indian brass, a peacock ovaled sort of edged dish. Hopefully get about £7 on that one, plus postage. A Royal Dalton horse plate. I've got quite a few of these in stock. Very slow sellers, but they do trickle out every now and then for about £10 each. This one's smaller, so it'll be about 7. Again, I've paid 12p for it, so I'm happy. And I also brought some boxes plate-sized to make shipping a lot easier for me. Wooden lamp base. Now, lamps are a tricky one. You can spend the time rewiring it to a modern wiring. I would for one of these because it looks very vintage. But I don't have the time. I can't be bothered. I will sell it for less money, a lower profit, for someone else to rewire or to plug it in or pat test or whatever. I know some people rewire. I don't want to go through all that fuss. So I will list it for a tenner and get it gone for a tenner, and I'll make a £4 to £8 profit or something, you know. If you've got the time to rewire it, or you have a husband or a wife in the electronic, you know, who's an electrician, great. But I don't have the time to faff around with that. It takes far too long. It's not worth it. Some very old plates. Some blue willow, or old willow, however you want to say it. However you want to say it, with no marking on the back, so they're quite old. 3 of them. And then we've got some of this stuff, which is C4 or C-fork. And then some very old Motton Son & Co. I can tell it's old because the quality of it, and it's crazed all over. And it's one of them, if you touch the glaze, you can feel it cracking under your fingers. That's how old it is. Anyway, and just a nice decorative plate. I do sell quite a lot of plates, dinnerware and tableware. It would surprise you. My recommendation would be to try and get a decent amount, so 2 plates minimum plus. You want a decent set. You can sell them as singles, but they just will not sell as fast. I've got some salt and pepper shakers. I believe these are bonking bunnies. I haven't quite worked out because it looks like he sits somewhere, and I'm assuming they're bonking. So, yeah, why not? £10. I've sold plenty of novelty salt and peppers for £10. Some little geisha dolls, £10. And some novelty Paris tourism hugging cows, only about a £5 because they're not really worth anything otherwise. And then back there, covered in pepper. I was second time recording this because I was just sneezing the whole way through. This I don't think I will be listing, but I grabbed it to research because I'm sure this is an artist I've sold before with the lines and the colour work. You're all probably going to comment in the comments. I cannot remember off the top of my head. They usually do mugs. Is it like David something? I'm sure some of you know what I'm on about. The dark lines with the colour patching in. I'm sure it's an artist who does like coffee mugs. So I grabbed it to research and I want to double check if it is. I've never seen his glassware. I grabbed 2 of these, just going to show you one. They scream Tenerife tourism to me. I don't know why, but they're just quite interesting. I grabbed 2 of them. I'll try and sell them for a tenner. If not, they get redonated. They're nice enough to be redonated. Find of the day. That was in one box. The lid was in another box about 10 bags down. So very happy with that. It's French crystal vintage. I'll get about £20 plus post for that. 15 to 20, let's say, to be comfortable. That pays for everything. Best find of the day. And that was the filler bag stuff for £3. So I did quite well, if you think about it. £3, 12 pence an item. A nice, comfortable £5 to £10 per item. So a good couple of pound profit each. And then the few other non-filler bag things I got was a Stoneware Storage Jar. People use these as vases now. Etsy, you know when Etsy sort of suggests things to you, like other people have also looked at this. A few of these popped up, and I would have never have purchased them otherwise unless Etsy told me they were worth between 15 and £20. So I had to grab it for £1. And this was there a few weeks ago. I ended up going home and looking it up, especially after Nick and Andrew got that £50 genie bottle one in blue. It's only worth about a tenner. It's Avon milk glass, but I paid 50p into a tenner. Happy days. And finally, just a standard pottery mug. I cannot keep these in stock. I cannot stress it enough. If you can find them for 50p, you can sell them for £7 to £12. They just have to be marked or something interesting, okay? Mine's got a stamp mark on the bottom. It might have a little logo somewhere. If they have that, you're good. And also a decent size. So don't get the teeny tiny little ones. You want a decent size that someone can buy and use every day. They're attracted to sort of the cottages, holiday home kind of people as well. So yeah, nice £7 to £10 on that one.